Pessoal, vamos estar acompanhando o Winners Final da Summer Championship América do Norte. Balloon Boy e Rage versus Zen e Hideaway. Não se esquece do nosso servidor do Discord, link na descrição.
Octane team comp. We got the battle boots in the bow to start off that ground game for the blue team, but Hideaway with the Rocket Lance has shown to be a very, very strong pick in this meta, especially versus teams like this.
Yes, his Algrim is a very, very good indeed. Interested to see how he decides to utilize that kit here in this set. All right, Radish running across the stage here, trying to get Zen in his grasp. He's just kind of being left out of all of the commotion over on the left side. Hideaway's going to go get the Sarah in, clear blue team off the stage. Going to catch the landing on Radish. Balloon Boy's going to get caught in the 2v1.
Oh my goodness.
Wait a second, they chomped him up and spit him out, bro.
Red team seeing through the immediate strategy from the blue team. You see GC Ensig from Zariel to try to create some space, and then Radish will land right in front of it to try to get some room back on the stage. The red team see right through it and punish with a three-piece on Balloon Boy, having no dodge. And the red team kind of already showing since the mid-season they've been practicing, but Balloon Boy has been practicing his dunks as well. The Ensig takes it off the side there, and Balloon Boy and Radish with a slight, very fragile stock leader recovery onto Zen for some extra credit. But Hideaway knowing he's in that stock tank position. Balloon Boy trying to scoop up there with a GC sidelight. The ground pound comes out. Hideaway flips it with a downer though, and that's going to be a stock traded away. The Nair takes it off the top, and Hideaway holds on to his first stock. Everyone else on their second.
I don't know what Balloon Boy was cooking there, but he went awfully low and got punished for it. All right, he's going to set back up. We got the bow in hand. Going to try and go do 1v1 with Hideaway here. Hideaway catching the D-Light. Going to swap back over to Radish. Going to interrupt his attack against his teammate. Zen going to lift him up in the air with the recovery. Hideaway chasing down, misses with the dare. Radish is going to punish it. He's going to take Zen and his teammate for a little bit of a ride there with the sidelights there.
Zen, really, really smart, very evasive, especially versus this blue team comp that can easily find a 2v1 combo. We see the 2v1 combo there onto Balloon Boy, gets interrupted by Radish. Radish on the orb has proven to be a little bit complicated for the red team to really pinpoint. We find an end light there, but Balloon Boy interrupts it, punishes the downsig with a ground pound. A side air comes out on the Hideaway as well. Radish going high to try to KO Zen off the top. Doesn't find it there. Zen with sweat beads lands back down with a side air. Balloon Boy getting jungled by Hideaway. Radish fighting back with the downer off the wall. The recovery comes in. The ground pound from Balloon Boy takes the stock off of Zen, and Hideaway is scrambling and trying to find some safety versus this blue team, because when these games go to chaos, the blue team come out on top.
Yeah, absolutely. Balloon Boy and Radish are just more of a methodical team, in my opinion. And then we see the Sarah is going to send Radish onto his final stock. Balloon Boy in this 2v1 situation, he's avoided all damage thus far. Could not get the D-Light in on Hideaway. Hideaway is able to continue racking up damage against his blue team, swapping back and forth at will. Ooh, nice Sarah against Balloon Boy. That's going to send him out of here on his final stock, and is starting to dissolve underneath blue team right now as they are watching this lead get taken away from them. Balloon Boy unarmed back on stage. Breakdance is going to be easily punished. Zen kind of broke up his own teammate's combo there for a second.
Hideaway fighting unarmed with that extra stock. He doesn't even want to give a moment for his teammate to be alone, even forfeiting, picking up a weapon for it. The blue team get right back on their business though with the battle boots. Hideaway avoiding that recovery. He gets a sidelight, sending Radish away, the 1v1 from Zen, and Balloon Boy as a Nair comes out again from the Rocket Lance, and Hideaway holds on to this stock. The blue team are scrambling. They get the recovery there. He still holds on, and now the blue team getting a sidelight there. Radish looking for a big reader recovery onto Zen. The red team are trying to keep Zen in this game. Hideaway tries to interrupt with a downer.
Oh, no.
The team combo. Hideaway with the sider was so clean.
That was exactly what they needed to. They needed that to connect, and it did not fall for him. Okay, Balloon Boy again trying to let that signature fly, and he can't find it. Radish, he's going to be up there menacing on the soft platform, trying to catch a Sarah in the air. Hideaway, the Nair's going to go ahead and whiff. Radish punishes him for that. The Sarah right in his face. Zen jumping around, trying to stay out of this 2v1 situation, and he does. Hideaway's back on the field. Okay, can he find a weapon? There it is. Axe in hand, whiff on the Sarah, and catches Radish with a neutral sig, and not enough to knock out PJ.
Radish needs this orb. Sidelight Sider will KO anywhere except center stage. That Sider will find it, and we go to a 2v1 Hideaway with very, very low damage here. Not even really hit at all, but a 2v1 combo could easily be the end of this clutch attempt. But Hideaway looking to hold on, facing down Radish and his former teammate with a recovery. He takes out his former teammate first, and now it comes down to a 1v1 Radish looking to prove to Balloon Boy that this pickup was worthwhile. He finds the Sider there, gets punished by the end light, and Hideaway in the 2v1 takes out his former teammate.
Brau, mais uma partida Let's Go. Imagino que eles não vão mudar de personagem. Caso você não saiba, cada personagem que eles estão aqui, eles são bem consistentes com eles. Sempre trazem nos campeonatos e tal, né? Só não tenho certeza do Hideaway se ele sempre tá de Ugin, tá? Mas em relação aos outros players, eles sempre estão com os personagens.
Is pushing forward. He is not happy of the result of the last game, but he gets knocked away, and the red team sees control of the stage. A GC downsig trying to catch something high. The recovery comes out as well, but nowhere near KOing Zen. Getting sent away. Hideaway off the stage. The red team are split right now, but Zen taking so much space, and he fights back and he works out, but Radish gets the big ground pound there.
All right, see, blue team so far, I mean, they need to shut down Hideaway. Hideaway was allowed to do almost 800 damage last game, 791 to be exact. They need to figure out a way to neutralize Hideaway on this Ulgrim and take him out of commission. And it seems like they're trying to get the pass over. That Neutralite is going to rack up some more damage. Bloomboy being sent over to the right side. Can he get back up on stage? He does. His teammate falls, catches the D-Light into Neutralite on Hideaway. Hideaway, though, getting the best interaction, going to send Bloomboy out of here.
I mean, we saw the Teros pick from Hideaway earlier, but this Rocket Lance seems to be the weapon of choice for him so far. Finding those stray hits, getting the interruption with that sidelight there, literally interrupting a Zariel Ensig to keep your teammate alive. Radish finding the side air there. It wouldn't have KO'd, but it would set up a crazy team combo like the one you're seeing there. The down 6 sends Zen into the red now, approaching the red at least. Radish with an orb online, looking to find some control for Balloon Boy to burst in with those gauntlets. He finds a whiff punish there, but Hideaway immediately reversals. The defensive game from Hideaway has been so clutch versus this blue team. It's why he's holding on to these stocks for so long. D-like side air, Radish with an interruption. The red team swap over to Balloon Boy, now picking it over to Radish, but the blue team members, they're getting out of these big strings, but they're taking a lot of poke damage in the process.
Absolutely, it is racking up. I mean, we talked about it earlier, death by 1,000 cuts, and it's coming into fruition right here. Ooh, that side sig is gonna take a Balloon Boy off of that second stock. Radish being the healthiest on the blue team right here. Okay, see if he can get back up on stage. He does. Zen's gonna go ahead and whip the side light, but Hideaway there to clean it up, gets a stock on Radish. All right, Hideaway and Zen are both on their second stock, still have that advantage. See if they're gonna be able to get any extra credit off of it. Balloon Boy left completely unarmed. Okay, there's the weapon drop, gauntlets in hand. Ooh, nice recovery off that orb from Radish to send Zen out of the equation there.
The blue team, they're down to their last stocks. They know how much this red team could pump out damage, and they're trying to avoid it as much as possible. Little team damage there, but Zen doesn't even follow up. Radish getting the side air center stage, finds the KO. Zen in the 2v1 now, but the blue team with so much damage racked up, they're playing so respectively around that Zen, and now Zen goes off stage. He puts himself off stage, recovers high, punishes Balloon Boy, but Red Raptor is able to take it off the top. Radish now chasing Hideaway, going for the chase dodge, up, exhausted recovery. Hideaway dodges right through that, though. Those tricks will not be working out here in Winners Finals.
No, but he definitely gave chase. Hideaway, I mean, there was no chance for an offensive play there at all. He had to stay out of the way of Radish's onslaught. Okay, Zen with the Sayer comes back up, tries to catch a piece of Radish, does slap him away with the Sayer one time. Ooh, that neutral
nice
sig is going to ring true, and it's up to the Balloon Boy this time. 1v1 situation, nope, getting shut down and sent out off the left blast zone. They definitely were not afraid to put hands on each other, that is for sure. But we were going to settle into Demon Island as Balloon Boy and Radish try to turn the tides of this very difficult Winners Final set for them.
Yeah, team damage can be a good thing too if you're hitting your teammate out of combos. See that there with the side light into down air. Hideaway looking to create the space with no soft platforms, realizing that that immediate jump height is going to be very important for this team comp. Side light down air sends off stage. Balloon Boy isolates the 1v1 on Zen. And they actually handshake to go for 2 1v1s. Balloon Boy going for a big edge guard. Zen looking to flip it there with the weapon toss, doesn't get it. Yeah, another side light, and Hideaway with the Rocket Lance is just so problematic. Every time the blue team try to get something started on Zen, there's a Rocket Lance player right there to immediately punish. Zen gets the punish there, hits his own teammate. Zen rides the momentum, gets an unarmed side air, and KOs off of it. This Rocket Lance is a problem for the blue team.
Problematic is a very nice way of putting it, because he is literally everywhere all at once, punishing everything the blue team tries to spit out. Okay, the dare is going to knock him back that time. Balloon Boy trying to get in there unarmed. Get him on the weapon drop. There we go. He got caught with another Sayer, though. He cannot move.
It's incredible. Every jump, every dash, you're put on notice versus this Rocket Lance, and Hideaway knows it too. He's holding on to this one. GC side light nair, another side light there. Chase dodge forward. Radish with a nice whip punish with that orb. Side air looks for the down air there, gets put off stage, and now the blue team struggling to get back onto the stage. Hideaway, even with all this damage racked up, he loses that stock, though. I was going to say he was playing so confident, but that side air into Ensig, into the orb recovery over onto Zen. And Balloon Boy and Radish make this game quite a close one. The damage very much so built up on Radish, so he doesn't have the most amount of defense stat to work out for, but Balloon Boy, little edge guard on Hideaway there.
Yeah, he was getting a little spicy there off stage. Blue team's doing a really good job at not letting that lead get out of hand. They've got the stock count back where they want it to be. Now it's time to work on that damage deficit. And it looks pretty much even, except for Radish being a bit of a wild card here, as he is getting deep into that red on second stock here. 179 damage against him at the moment. Balloon Boy reaching up, whiffing on the dare. Nobody's going to punish it. Hideaway slides into position, but he was not where he wanted to be. Zen trying to chuckle. Oh, no, he slapped away his teammate as he was fishing out that second recovery. Balloon Boy unarmed again, catches a nair. There we go, finished up with recovery. Not quite enough to knock out, though.
Raiders looking for this orb to really start paying these dividends. You need to find the KO option, side light, side air, recoveries off the top. Any of your KO options, we're seeing very deep side airs, and the side light, side air gets interrupted by Zen. Zen on that supportive role on the Kaya, showing through once again, keeping it impossible for his teammate to get KO'd. They get back to the ground, they get back, and they both find a KO. D-Light recovery, unarmed D-Light recovery, and the red team once again stifling the blue team. You can't even get away with it. Side light, side air on orb without it getting interrupted, and Radish getting put in a really bad spot. Zen smelling blood in the water, goes for the down air there. Hideaway forfeits his stock in the attempt to get a very early gimp on Radish, but you still have that extra stock to work with, and Zen starts playing defensively.
Sair kind of tapping Radish back out of the sky. The orb recovery is going to come up and catch Zen, though. Not enough to knock out. Balloon Boy misses on the grab to cancel D-Light. That recovery is going to be good. See if they can get a quick 2v1 engagement against Hideaway, but no, he does the incredibly smart thing, and he runs.
And with no soft platforms, it's hard to refresh resources and really put up a lethal threat for Hideaway, stalling up in the air, the product of this Demon Island pick. Balloon Boy getting juggled there. The down air catches Radish. The nice D-Light into chase dodge downward, realizing Zen was ready to interrupt the respect that the blue team has to give the red team, as they're so good at jumping in and interrupting these team combos. It's so hard to match the damage of this team comp.
Radish trying to figure out a safe way to get into the engagement without being knocked off his last stock. He is so close to being knocked out. There's a good neutral stick against Zen. Wait a second, Balloon Boy gonna find his way back up. Can he get it? Can he get it? He does, back on stage. Nair against Hideaway. He read for the Sair, wasn't there. Hideaway with the break dance. There's Radish, and unfortunately I think Balloon Boy is gonna be very close to follow. Unless he can get something to break loose here, he can get rid of one of these stocks. That break dance was his chance, and it got stifled.
Caramba, levaram. Não é à toa que conhecido por ser uma das melhores duplas do mundo, né, velho? É isso, gente. Continuamos no próximo vídeo. Tchau, tchau.